A very good morning to all of you students. Uh, Today I am going to take up how to plot the graph for sine inverse of 2x root under 1 minus x square. In that line I have started with taking x as the sine theta, then cos theta will be equal to root over 1 minus x square. This I think is the based on the formula cos theta is equal to 1 minus sine square theta square root. And if sine theta is equal to x, then theta is equal to sine inverse of x. I hope you are familiar with this. Also, this theta is equal to sine inverse x is defined only if x is greater than or equal to minus 1 and less than or equal to 1. Or you can say that sine theta is greater than or equal to minus 1 and less than or equal to 1. So finally we can convert this one as theta is greater than or equal to minus pi by 2 to less than or equal to pi by 2, and then 2 is multiplied throughout in this one so that it becomes minus pi less than or equal to 2 theta less than or equal to pi. Why 2 is multiplied, that you will understand in this particular part. So finally what we are getting is sine inverse of 2x root over 1 minus x square can be written as sine inverse, this x can be taken as sine theta and root under 1 minus x square is cos theta. So finally this whole thing becomes sine inverse of sine 2 theta. You are familiar with the formula that 2 sine theta into cos theta is equal to sine 2 theta. Now this sine inverse sine 2 theta cannot be written directly as equal to 2 theta. Alright, how to convert this one? In order to explain you that, I have taken the graph for the sine inverse sine 2 theta over here. Alright, this already I think you people are familiar with. So from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, this line will be representing your sine inverse sine 2 theta, and from pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, rather we have to restrict up to only this pi because 3 pi by 2 is not there in our domain. So from pi by 2 to pi, this straight line will represent the sine inverse sine 2 theta, which is nothing but equal to minus 2 theta plus pi. Over here also we have to restrict only up to minus pi, so that from minus pi by 2 to minus pi our straight line will be this one, that is minus 2 theta minus pi. I hope till this point it is clear to all of you. So finally what I have written over here is sine inverse 2x root over 1 minus x square can be also written as sine inverse sine 2 theta, that is equal to 2 theta if 2 theta is greater than or equal to minus pi by 2 and less than or equal to pi by 2. Means I am talking about this interval from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Similarly, if we are considering this interval, that means pi by 2 to pi, I am talking about this pi by 2 to pi, then this whole thing will be taken as minus 2 theta plus pi. And if we are considering the interval from minus pi to minus pi by 2, means I am talking about this minus pi to minus pi by 2, then this straight line is representing minus 2 theta minus pi. So far we have reached up to this point. Now next what is happening is this theta I am converting into sine inverse x, and this 2 is divided to this one and this one so that it becomes minus pi by 4 and this one is pi by 4. Similarly same thing is done over here. Theta will be greater than or equal to pi by 4 to pi by 2, that is what I have written over here, and minus 2 theta is minus 2 sine inverse x plus pi, which is what I have written. Same thing happens over here, this 2 goes that side so that it becomes pi by 2 minus pi by 2. This minus sign is not visible actually. Minus pi by 2 theta less than or equal to minus pi by 4. Alright. So finally what we are getting is this 2 sin inverse x comes as it is, and if you take the sine of this whole thing, then it becomes sine minus pi by 4 sin theta and sin pi by 4. This becomes sin pi by 4 sin theta less than or equal to sin pi by 2, this one, and finally sine of minus pi by 2 less than or equal to sin theta and less than or equal to sine of minus pi by 4, and the remaining things remain as it is. Now what happens, sine minus pi by 4 is nothing but it is minus 1 by root 2. This sine pi by 4 is nothing but it is 1 by root 2, and sine minus pi by 2 is nothing but it is minus 1, and sin theta will become x. Similarly over here it is 1 by root 2, this one is 1, this one is minus 1 by root 2. I hope till this point it is clear to all of you. We will continue later on. Let me just pause it a little. Alright students, after achieving this particular result, this one is nothing but it is representing sine inverse of 2x root under 1 minus x square. Means sine inverse 2x root over 1 minus x square will be equal to 2 sine inverse x if x is lying between minus 1 by root 2 to plus 1 by root 2. Let me just, and after that also these things are written. Let me first explain you that in all these three you are finding 2 sin inverse x, minus 2 sin inverse x and minus 2 sin inverse x are invariably appearing. So what we have to do is, first of all, you see this particular part, that is this one. This one is representing sin inverse x. And if you multiply this sin inverse x by 2, then you can find that this point will be shifted over here. So this and this point will be shifted over here. 2 times it will shift. So that we are getting the new curve, that is 2 sin inverse x over here. I hope you are understanding where my pen goes. Now if you are taking the negative of this 2 sin inverse x, that is what I have written over here, then you can see that this point will be reflected about this x-axis at this point. No, sorry, this point will be reflected over here, and this point will be reflected at this point. So finally this curve is representing minus of 2 sin inverse x. I hope you all are getting the point. So this one I have written minus 2 sin inverse x, and this one is 2 sin inverse x, which is what I have written over here. Now if you are adding pi to this minus 2 sin inverse x, which is what I have written over here, plus pi, then this particular graph, means this portion will shift pi units up. Means what we had this 0, that means 2 sin inverse 0 will be shifted at pi, and this point will be shifted at 2. Alright students, let me explain you the plotting of the graph for this particular information over here. First of all, you see sin inverse x is this particular curve. Means I am talking about this one. Alright. Now if 2 is multiplied to this sin inverse x, then this point will be shifted over here. Means earlier this point was represented as pi by 2, sorry. Then if you multiply 2 to this one, then it will become pi at this point. Similarly, this point was representing minus pi by 2, which will be shifted to this minus pi. So your final curve for the 2 sin inverse x is this one. This is representing 2 sin inverse x. Now what you have to take is negative of 2 sin inverse x. So this point will be reflected about the x-axis at this point, and this point will be reflected about the x-axis at this point. So your curve for the minus 2 sin inverse x will be this one. I hope you all are getting the point. Alright. Now next thing you see, if minus pi is added to this minus 2 sin inverse x, that means this point will be shifted minus pi places down, and this point will be shifted minus pi places down over here at minus 2 pi, and this point will be shifted over here. So your final curve for the minus 2 sin inverse x minus pi will be this much. I hope you all are getting the point. Now same thing is happening if pi is added to minus 2 sin inverse x, that means to this one if you are adding pi, then this point will be shifted pi places up, this point will be shifted pi places up, and this point will be shifted pi places up over here. So this curve is representing minus 2 sin inverse x plus pi. I hope you all are getting the point. Okay, now coming to, you can see this was your 2 sin inverse x. This one is minus 2 sin inverse x minus pi. So these two are intersecting over here at this point. So how to get this point on the x-axis? That is what I have explained over here. Minus 2 sin inverse x minus pi is equal to 2 sin inverse x. This minus 2 sin inverse x goes that side, so that it becomes 4 sin inverse x. So simply sin inverse x will be nothing but minus pi by 4, and so x is equal to minus 1 by root 2. That means this point of intersection will be represented over here as minus 1 by root 2. Same way, if we consider this 2 sin inverse x and minus 2 sin inverse x plus pi, these two are intersecting at this point. How to get this one, that I have explained over here. 2 sin inverse x is equal to minus 2 sin inverse x plus pi. This is taken to this side, so sin inverse x is equal to pi by 4 and x is equal to 1 by root 2. Means this point of intersection on the x-axis will be represented by 1 by root 2. Now as you see, this sin inverse 2x root over 1 minus x square is defined as 2 sin inverse x if x is greater than or equal to minus 1 by root 2 and less than or equal to 1 by root 2. So on this x-axis you can see this point is representing minus 1 by root 2 and this point is representing 1 by root 2. So that is why this portion from here to here I have just represented it like this. I hope you all are getting the point. Same thing, this whole thing will be represented as minus 2 sin inverse x minus pi if x is greater than or equal to minus 1 and less than or equal to minus 1 by root 2. Your this point is minus 1 and minus 1 by root 2 is over here. So this portion only of the minus 2 sin inverse x minus pi will be taken into account. So that is why I have shaded it like this. Now coming to this minus 2 sin inverse x plus pi, that is defined, means this whole thing is equal to this one if x is greater than or equal to 1 by root 2 and less than or equal to 1, which is what from here to here we have to consider. And this graph, that is minus 2 sin inverse x plus pi, only this portion will be considered. So your final curve is nothing but from here to here, then this one, then this, and finally this one. So this is what the sin inverse 2x root over 1 minus x square. I hope it is clear to all of you. Thank you.